Hello, it's Aaron on Aaron and Izzy's Chatting Bits. Hi, Izzy. Well, no.
Hi, Aaron.
Yeah. Would you like to say the first question, or
No, do you want to do
What is?
some Would You Rather?
would you rather? Okay.
So, there's a few questions here, like, there's Would you rather work in a group or alone? Like, stuff like that. I prefer working alone. Like,
I mean, working alone, you get to think a lot more.
yeah.
But then when you're working in a group, there's like chatter everywhere.
Yeah, like, say if I'm up in kitchen or something, like, you have to work in a group, I'm like, I'm not working in a group. I will genuinely grab my own bowl and measure out my own ingredients instead of them having to measure it.
There are
for me.
benefits to working in a group because you get different ideas of what's going on.
Yeah, but like, I don't like meeting new people. Like, I feel really awkward whenever I have to speak to someone new. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I like working, especially like when it's like a sign up session and you can't just like walk in and do it. Like, I hate when they pick the groups for you. It's like it's just you. Like, none of your mates have come in with you or anything, and it's just you.
Yeah.
I just feel so. I just kind of like sit there and like, do you want to mix? I'm like, sure, why not?
Yeah, go on.
Right.
No.
Right.
Have
The
another.
next question: own 5 dogs or 10 cats?
That's a weird one, that.
That is a bit of a weird question.
I would go for 10 cats.
I'd go for dogs
No.
because dogs are easier to train. Cats can just turn on you like that.
They're easy to train. Look at me face, mate. So, I mean, cats. Well, if you get kittens, then you're a bit annoyed because there's like the kittens just run around and then you can't stop them. But then when they get older, you get
Like, I
trained.
remember when my nan like went through this phase of just adopting. Like, she had like 20 cats in a house at once, and like there was this one fashion we called it Midnight because it was like a completely black cat. We called it Midnight, and like you had to like give him like injections in like the gums and everything. The amount of times that cat bit me because I was like 7 holding this cat that was like feral. I was like, no, I'm not coming here and doing this again.
I'd go for no.
I'd go for 5 dogs. So I feel like
Yeah, dogs.
I feel like if you
actually.
collapse, like a dog's more likely to like go looking for help because dogs are more loyal than cats.
It depends what kind of dog though, innit?
Yeah, that's true.
Could be some of
Like-
them weird dogs that look ugly as hell.
Chihuahuas.
Pugs. They smell. They make funny
No,
sounds.
My
They go,
dad, my dad won. They were at this fair. I was staying at my mate's house. I came home, and on my bed there was just this massive like pug teddy that my dad had won at this fair. Like, and obviously my room is like a box room. So this pug on my bed, I had nowhere to put it. It's now at the side of my bed. I just shoved my uniform on there. Like, when I come home from I'll come home from school, get changed. My uniform is still on the side of there. What are you pulling a face at?
Would you be a mouse or a bird?
Bird, easy.
Yeah, mouses get killed by cats,
Exactly.
but birds
Well, I mean,
also get
birds
killed
do
by.
as well.
Yeah, but I can fly.
Exactly. Like, I've always wanted to like have a bird's eye view of everything.
Well,
Like,
I mean, I just
No,
fly
like, you
over.
know, like in primary school when like they'd hand out those sheets and it'd be like one of them like orienteering things, and you get the sheet and it'd be like the bird's eye view. Just like, I want to look at that from there, from that point of
Why don't
view.
you just jump? Simple.
Jump and you can see the entire world.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
No. Talk to animals or speak all languages. I'll speak all languages.
I don't know, because I've always wanted to know what my dog's thinking. But then again, I feel like if I could talk to animals, I'd like be able to know some weird things that my dog's thinking. Like, imagine
Food. Carry on.
No, imagine like just sitting like in your room or something, your dog comes and like lays next to you. It's just like, imagine if I like bit this person now. Like,
if you
imagine
think-
just like knowing that you're like,
If you
that
think
is
about
so
it,
strange.
if you go to different countries, you don't have to worry and be like, one drink. You'll just be able to tell them what you think. Then you can go
Exactly.
to other countries and know
I remember
exactly
when I
everything.
went to France and my dad was like, he always had this specific drink that he always drank. Like, he got it everywhere he went. And in France, obviously, they didn't understand what he was saying. So he was like, you got to put this in that. And they were like, pick up the wrong thing. He'd be like, no, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. And he'd be like, oh, it was so funny. I'd literally just be sat there like, can I just have an orange juice, please?
My dad was. We were in Wales, and it was a part of Wales where no one was speaking English properly. It was stupid how it was like. Normally in Wales you get people that know both languages, but
Yeah.
we went to the shop and he had nothing, and he was asking where the Jack Daniels is, and the guy was like, huh? That? He goes, no, that's rum. I want whiskey. And then they started arguing about it, and then next minute, we
Kicked out the shop.
we left with 2 bottles.
Was it Jack Daniels?
We got the bottle that he wanted and a tiny bottle, because he was like, yeah, sorry.
Although with all foreign languages, like I'm really bad for like eavesdropping on people, like when they're like walking past or something. Like, you know, when they're just on the phone or like speaking and you just like overhear something, you're just like, whoa, I was not meant to hear. And it'd just be like the most random stuff ever, and you're just like, I was not meant to hear that.
If you learn all languages overnight, it would be really funny, because then if you have a mate that speaks like Polish or something, they talk to their mum, and then you could say something and they'd look at you and they'd be like, what?
Like, since when did you know this?
Been doing my research.
What's the next question?
With the Olympics or a Nobel Peace Prize?
Olympics or a Nobel Peace? I feel like Olympics get a lot more clarification than scientists do. But
well, you don't need to be a scientist for being Nobel Peace Prize. You could just do something good for the world, like make a big charity.
That's true. But like, then again, I would love to be as athletic as like my parents want me to be, but I just can't get into any athletics anymore.
I want to be an Olympic boxer, because then if you win, you've done it for your country and you've helped your country, because you're the only one doing that.
I would love to be able to do something for my country, but I just feel like I'm like a really anxious person, so I feel like if I'd get on a stage after winning like the Olympics or whatever, I'd literally just stand there and be like, yeah, thanks, bye.
Yeah, nice
just
one. In a bit.
like, see yous, bye.
I'd be such a cocky person. I'd just stand there and be like, yeah, look at you, China. You're all the way at 4th. Yeah.
I don't know what I'd be able to do.
I would just go with it, because I mean, if you're famous, you're famous. Who was that girl who did boxing for the UK and won, and now she's like quite famous? Yeah, Nicola Adams. Yeah. She's sicko.
So there's a question: would be on a survival or dating show?
Well, because it's me, yeah. I want to go on a dating show, because that'd be funny.
I don't know what I'd rather go on, because
not funny, but
I feel like I'd love to go on a dating show, because I feel like people watch dating shows more than they watch.
What was the other one?
Survival.
Oh, I'm not doing survival. Call me Bear Grylls. Absolutely not. I'll go on a dating show and then just test it. But
yeah, I feel like more people watch dating shows. So actually, I think I'd rather go on a dating show.
I don't know, because I'd be the person to be like, yeah, you're not my type. In a bit, and they just get up and walk away, not even pay for it.
Like I don't think I'd like, because I love watching dating shows, but I don't think I could ever be on one.
Yeah.
But again, I do not think I could live on a survival show.
But
like,
if it happens, it happens. Get on a dating show and you just sat there.
But it's
the
like,
weird thing is knowing there's a camera.
It's the anxiety thing again. Like, I'd just be sat at the table like,
nice to meet you.
I'm gonna go to the toilet. They'd be like, what, for like the 7th time in the past 20 minutes?
Now that's when you do the old trickery and go in the toilet, yeah.
Climb out the window.
Yeah, climb out the window and like dart it down
like,
the road.
I'll call like you or like Chloe or something and be like, help.
I'll buy a wig and fill in for you.
Like, put a wig on and just sit at the table.
The worst thing about a dating show is like knowing there's going to be a camera near you.
Yeah.
I'm sat there trying to have a normal conversation, then you see a camera pan past you and you're like, alright.
Like,
this is going to end one way or another, so.
Yeah. Oh, right. What's the next one? Have a pause or rewind button on your life. Rewind all the way.
Rewind.
Yeah.
I would have both, because then if I pause, I could beat someone up and then just unpause it and I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, like just...
No, actually, no, because if you paused, you'd be able to run anywhere and then unpause.
Exactly. But I feel like I'd rather have an rewind button, because like there's things in my life where I'm like, I could have done this differently and it would have made life so much easier.
Yeah, but if you keep going on and you can't, if you try and make your life perfect, then it gets boring.
It's one of them things of like, what if? But it's like, it's not even to make my life perfect. Like, there was like this situation with my granddad. Like, basically, like, when I was in like year 6, obviously, all I was wanting to do was like go out with my mates, like on my street and everything. So I was like, every time my mum would be like, you going around to your granddad's house? I'd be like, no, I don't want to. Like, can I just go out instead? And now that I look back on it, I'm like, I regret doing that massively. I regret not spending more time with him.
I would, if I could turn back time, I'd go back to the decision of me moving in with my mum, and then I would have said no and stayed with my dad, because if I did, then I wouldn't be, well, I would be still here because I still applied to UTC, but I don't think I'd be as down as I do like as down as I
Yeah.
can be. I think I'd be an overall better person.
Yeah.
But I mean you can't
I'm
change.
going UTC, aren't I? So it's like
Yeah.
UTC. Like I feel like UTC is like it's a good school, and I think it'd be beneficial to me because I already have like an entire friend group there. I don't go there now, but I have an entire friend group here because of the youth zone. So I feel like going there, I'm not gonna be in the situation where I'm gonna have no one.
No, but you're lucky because you made friends with Alfie Gallup,
Yeah.
and he's one of the popular ones at our school. So am I, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're more like everyone knows who you are, but like
Everyone knows who I am. Everyone kind of likes who I am, but I'm just kind of there sometimes. But Alfie's everywhere. He's
Yeah.
always doing something. So if you're
like, that's
friends
what
with him and you
like,
hang out with him,
in
you'd
the
be
school
everywhere.
I'm in now, it's like everyone knows who I am, but I'm not popular. It's like one of them things. It's
Everyone
like,
loves me. Or can I ask one of these questions?
Yeah, sure.
What's
them
your
ones?
favourite book to read? Oh no, I don't read.
I read. Right.
What?
I read. I've got a book in my bag right now.
Why do you? What books do you read?
I don't even have like a favourite genre. I'll just pick up a book, and if I like have an interest in it, I'll just carry on reading it.
I found it disgusting once because I was at my nan's house and then I looked in a box and there was a 50 Shades of Grey book and I literally went over to my dad and said, can we leave? Can we leave? Then we left, but then I went home and then all I read is stuff like Harry Potter and weird stuff like that.
I've read Harry Potter. I've watched Harry Potter as well. But like I think my favourite, like this is like the first book that I proper got into and I still love it to this day. Like, because I got it from my school library and then I read it and I was like, I need this book in my life. So then I went and bought it, but I didn't. I was asked for it for Christmas, so I was like expecting my mum to get it because my mum knows how much I love the book. But then she was like, well, I thought that like because you've already read it, I didn't think you'd want it again. I was like, it was on my list.
That
Like,
doesn't answer the question, what is your favourite book?
yeah, right. Basically, the book is called The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And that book has my heart. And there's like so many other books that I've read that I love. Like, there was, like, my most recent favourite books are It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us, which is it's...
Two-parter.
Yeah, it's like,
book.
It Ends With Us is the first one. Which, like, it sounds weird when you say it like that.
It ends with us and then the second book is It Starts With Us. That's a bit...
Yeah, because basically, this girl gets married to this man, and then they divorce. But like her first love from like her teenage years, like she finds him again, and then like toward that at the end of like the very last bit, is when they finally kiss. So then when it starts with us means that it's starting with the other lad.
Yeah,
again.
but that's cliche.
Yeah, but it's a good book. Like, I don't want to go into too much detail and like spoil it for everyone else because I know.
I know I'm not going to read it.
Yeah, I know you're not going to read it, but people that watch might.
I only read news articles and apparently that's weird.
It is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I need to know what's going on.
Right.
What would you sing at a karaoke night? That's a good one.
Like we've done karaoke together before.
I would
like,
say Star Shopping by Lil Peep because that is a good song.
Yeah, like we've sung that together.
Yeah,
like,
we sing that all the time.
I feel like I'd have to go through my Spotify because I can't just pick one song.
I'd go either YMCA, just the two of us. Shush, I'm trying to go on and on.
Yeah.
I'd go YMCA, just the two of us, and Star Shopping by Lil Peep because I just love them three songs.
Yeah.
They all are in my heart forever.
Yeah.
I'll never stop listening to them, even though some of the songs I listen to over and over again.
I feel like one of them would have to be a Little Peep song, but there are like other singers that I would like to sing, but I just can't.
I would do Shoot a Flow by Enely Chopper.
Like me and Charlotte, we were sat in music the other day in like the little recording room or whatever it is, but
I know because you weren't letting me in.
No, because basically Charlotte was like upset about something. I don't really know what, but she was just like, I need to sing my feelings out. So I went in and sat with her, and we were both just singing, and it was like, it'd be like one depressing song, and then the next song would be like a really energetic one, and then it'd just go back to depressing. And we were just going in that cycle. We were like, you can sing your feels out for one song, then like boost your mood with another one, and then go back to singing your feelings.
What's your best accomplishment?
My best accomplishment?
For me, it's when I was actually at a fighting club, and it was like a proper fight. It wasn't like sparring or anything.
Yeah.
And I got a round one knockout, and you don't know how proud I was because I was like, this is my first fight. I'm gonna get flopped. Oh no! And I went over. The combo I think it was like uppercut, jump into a cross, and then I hit him with a right hook. Then he was just he turned into a brick wall and he fell straight on the floor. Then the ref came over, waved it, and then I won. So I was just running around. I was like, what's gone on? I don't even know what's just happened.
I don't know what my best accomplishment would be, because I have a few trophies. One of them is actually for athletics, because I used to do running for Lee Harriers, but like there was like this big competition. It was like all ages between like 10 and like 18. So it wasn't like in like groups or anything. So it wasn't like everyone in like this age group is gonna be against each other. It's like you're against all of these people. And we were doing, like, one of the things was long jump. And I did long jump. And I think one of the people I was against was, like, 16, 17. And then my dad got a call, like, the next day and was like, yeah, your daughter's placed 3rd in the long jump. So I've still got the trophy at home. Like, this is from, like, 3-4 years ago. But I was so proud of that moment. I was like, there's no way I've just beaten a 17-year-old in like that like long jump, because it's like.
Ready for this? What makes you laugh the most?
Yeah,
Me?
like easily.
How? I know I'm amazing, and I know I'm funny, and I know I'm beautiful, and I know I could go on and on with this stuff, but I mean, I can't make anyone laugh. It just is.
Like if we're on call, I will literally be there like howling, laughing at some of the stuff that you say.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm tired. I just come out with the best one-liners.
Exactly. I read that from here.
I'm bad at reading. I need my glasses. I don't wear glasses.
I wear glasses and I still read it.
You know the thing that makes me laugh the most?
What?
It's just watching my friends go absolutely off about something, like argue about something.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of sat there watching it. I'm like, what's going on
like
right now?
Group chats when there's just an argument in the group chat, and then you're just like, it's just like me and someone else, and we're just like messaging privately, like, what is going on? Like, and we're just there, like, talking about it, like, privately though, and like not taking sides or anything, but like we're just talking about it. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe she's just said that. Like, whoa, where did that come from? It's just like, oh, it's so funny.
Oh no, she didn't.
Literally, like all
Right.
the time.
Last one now. Who is your hero?
Who is my hero? I don't even know who would be my hero, because I feel like when I was little it was always my dad. But then like as I've grown up, I feel like my mum's turned into more of my hero, because my mum works 2 jobs. She works 6 days a week to provide for our family and everything. So I feel like my mum is like, and she's like my best mate. I tell my mum everything. So like there'll be just nights where I will just go into my mum's room, just lay in bed next to her and just talk about anything and everything.
With me, I would say it's my dad, because he's taught me everything that I know.
Yeah.
And I love him to bits. But I would say it's my sister. And I'm never gonna tell her that, because
yeah, just make sure that she never sees
yeah, because
this.
she's one of them weirdos who was like, oh, and then she'll bring it up every now and again, and I would just be like, shut up. And the reason why is because everything that was going on with my mum and all the bad times, she was protecting me and helping me. All the stuff that she saw was stuff to protect me, and I never realised it until quite recent.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Now that I think about it, my sister is most likely my hero. My mum and my sister, I think I can't pick between them two, because I think those two are like my heroes, because my sister obviously went through a lot during her childhood, because her mum and my dad, like, so she's like my half sister, but I still call her like just my sister. But like she'd be like the stuff that she'd have to do in her childhood, like, and then like deal with that, like she'd have to deal with her mum cutting her off from like our entire family for like years. It was only when like in lockdown that my sister like properly realised how manipulative her mum was.
Yeah.
And then like, but before that she was having contact with us again, and she was like slowly coming back to us. But like, she lives around the corner from here now. So like if I'm having a bad time here or something, or like if I'm just like not in a good mood, I can always just go around to my sister's, and my sister will always be there for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like she'd have to be my hero as well as my mum.
Do you want to say goodbye, or do you want me to? I opened it, so.
Right. Well, this is Aaron and Izzy's, what is it? Chats and Bits.
Chat bits, yeah.
Yeah. Aaron and Izzy Chat and Bits.
Trademark.
This is Izzy, and we're saying goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.